watch Sonic the Hedgehog.
Honey, you have seen Sonic a billion times. Why don't we go watch Andy?
Who's Andy?
Andy the Hedgehog.
Like Sonic?
Yeah, just like that.
Yay!
This movie might be the worst thing I've ever seen.
Smart little fella.
Did you use the word smart? Don't ever use the word smart with me. Don't ever use that word.
No joke, this makes The Room look like an absolute masterpiece.
What's bothering you, Mark?
Andy the Hedgehog is my true love.
In fact, this movie actually mirrors The Room in a lot of ways. It has this long opening credit scene with very similarly themed music. The movie stars Tara Reid and Dean Cain. Most of you are probably too young to know who they are, because I know I am, and I definitely had to look it up. Tara Reid, no, not that one, and Dean Cain are, how do I say this nicely? Old, washed up actors. And I don't mean that in a really mean way, but I mean that in the sense of you wouldn't be in this movie if you were in your prime.
Can you actually talk, little rat?
I'm a hedgehog, sweetheart, not a rat.
Oh my god. That is so...
Tactical nuke incoming!
Dean Cain is most known for Superman on Lois and Clark, The New Adventures of Superman, which if your age range is about the same as mine, then you might be asking, what is Lois and Clark, The New Adventures of Superman? Even if the show was amazing, that's an awful title. That's comparable to Tails and Ogilvy, The Adventures of Sonic.
Chinese. Oh, don't tell me that you read.
While Tara is most known for American Pie, a crazy teen movie from the early 2000s.
Oh my god, to shoot in Australia, you guys have the sharks, it would be amazing.
Well, we have some real sharks here that we could...
Look at some good stunt sharks.
We could definitely give you a run for your money.
Yeah, real sharks.
And is it true, Tara, that you
I remember one time when I was there, you guys...
I am not fucking drunk.
Can you tell the time?
Yes.
But that leaves the biggest piece of the puzzle missing. So I was searching, I was looking through the cast list, and I couldn't find Andy, which is odd because he talks the most out of anyone in this whole movie, and he's not even listed. But do you know why that is? Because Andy is voiced by the director himself, Joel Paul Reisig.
Hi, how you doing? I'm Andy. And right now, I'm being kidnapped by this total jerk.
I know what you're thinking. Why is that incredibly handsome hedgehog being chased by
Eggman nigga?
And I know what you're thinking, he might be the best voice actor you've ever heard. You're messaging Takashi Iizuka from all 14 of your K-pop stan accounts to try to get Joel Paul Reisig in the Sonic movie as the voice of Tails, but here's the thing. Not only is he this generation's Stanley Kubrick, but he's also our Keith David.
I'm free. I'm actually walking around all on my own.
The story follows Lily, who is apparently just wandering outside holding her hedgehog Andy. I guess they must be having a quite excellent conversation with no other than a bird and Mr. Tree.
Lily, honey, breakfast.
Coming, Mom! Bye, bird. Bye, Mr. Tree.
Hold up.
He just picked up there, and check out Snoop Dogg. He's waiting to see if anyone's going to charge up on this trench here, trying to work with his teammates.
Well, you can see the concentration. Look at all these players. They're all...
Hey, Snoop! Need a hand?
No way. It's actually Ninja. I'm such a fan.
Bruh, let me hit that gas, then I'll give you my secret gaming power.
Sure thing, Ninja.
Thanks, bruh! Be careful, Snoop!
Gaming is a responsibility.
Oh yeah, conquest capture. You motherfucking right. Oh, watch out! Oh yeah, you bitch-ass motherfucker!
Lily, don't go. I can't lose you like I lost Ninja.
Breakfast calls. I'll see you on the other side, Snoop.
Okay, stay safe. I'll keep you in my prayers forever. Your memory will live through me.
And I'm kidding, but honestly, I wish I wasn't, because here's what actually happened.
Hey, kid. Hi, where did you come from? The bushes. Step in.
So Lily goes into the bushes and meets her...
I'm your fairy BFF.
And the fairy BFF grants Lily the wish of all birds, animals, and plants, the 3 categories, to be able to talk to anyone if she wants to.
Like the birds and flowers and Andy.
Talking flowers, birds, and animals. I think I can do that. All things growing, chirping, or squeaking. Get ready to do some serious people speaking!
And that was it. With those magical words, I was able to speak.
Which, by the way, the entire time Lily is telling this to her fairy BFF, the hedgehog is trying so hard to escape from the clutch of her hands.
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
Lily, sweetheart, come on in now.
Coming, Mom! Come on, Andy.
Hey, I just work here, kid. You're driving.
Next, we get introduced to the bad guys. Uh-oh. And they're totally original characters, and they're not a desperate, horrible knockoff of anything else.
Rona, I'm sorry. I didn't mean. You're big. Tommy, what's the matter, you? I'm sorry. You're scared.
I'm disappointed in myself because it seems like I've learned nothing from all these past controversies.
But the crooks have a big plan. Use their immense talent to enter a talent show and win $10,000. But when they find out Andy can talk, they realize they can become millionaires? How? I don't know, especially when all other plants, animals, and birds, who have their own class canonically, can all talk. I don't know, man.
Want to rub my belly, Tina?
Oh my God.
Mamma mia.
No!
So now the bad guys have locked in their primary objective: secure the hedgehog. But of course there's some struggle for them. So what is there to counter these evil forces? In Home Alone, Kevin set up traps to get them. I bet there's going to be something crazy like that. Actually, it looks like there is no opposing force. The bad guys are just so incredibly dumb, they fall to their own demise without any outside interference every single time. Truly a depiction of how Joel Paul Reisig views blue-collar workers. I'm just kidding.
They thought that I was done, I ain't finished.
Being far too weak to actually capture Andy, a regular pet hedgehog, they make an alliance with the family cat, Whiskers, who hates Andy and joins forces together to capture him.
What's your scam, boys?
Fantastico. The animal talked. See?
And I asked you a question. What do you guys want? 'Cause you look shifty. And I like that about you.
And guess who the voice of Whiskers is? None other than the legendary Joel Paul Reisig, who at this rate I'm putting at God among men level.
Whoa, is this one of those Joel Paul Reisig movies? He's like a really big-time director.
Cut my life into pieces.
Now we need to find a video camera so we can record him.
Hey, morons!
See?
We've got smartphones now! 21st century stuff! You can film the hedgehog on the phone!
I ain't got no iPhone.
While the bad guys are getting the video camera to film Andy and get famous, which is shot in like 15 frames per second, mind you, Dean Cain walks in and hears Whiskers talk for the first time, and it is so deeply shocking to him, just like the thought of actually sitting and watching this entire film.
Hey, Whiskers.
Hey, Bob, you forget something? I asked you if you forgot anything.
This soundtrack is so bad.
Yeah. Jerry, I'm gonna have to call you back. Excuse me, are you actually talking?
Yeah, I am talking.
Okay, yep.
The talking cat.
So Dean Cain hears the bad guys with his super hearing, then goes upstairs to check on what the heck is going on. Andy manages to escape from the bad guys, and Dean Cain comes and picks him up for recovery. And get this, he asks him what's going on, and he just says,
Andy, what are you doing out of your cage?
I've been dealing with a few problems, Bob. No worries.
And I'm against snitching and all, but street rules don't apply to Andy, man. The cards are stacked against him. He's just a hedgehog.
He's a rat, a booba. Happy schmappy. Give him a cracker.
He's going to ask for a glass of milk.
So Kenan Thompson and Sylvester Stallone are hiding under the bed from Dean when this crazy and wacky hilarious moment happens.
That's my favorite part. I love the look on the fat one's face when Bob sits on him.
Then the movie cuts to Lily at school and sends some really mixed messages.
Lily, in here.
If you hear an adult voice trying to lure you into either a bathroom or the woods, don't go!
Okay, what's wrong?
Everything. Look.
So basically, the fairy BFF goes and says, yo, you gotta reverse your wish, make a new one. You basically ruined everything. Like, she shows Lily that her dad's straight up going insane, and Lily just outright says nah.
That day is today, Andy. Major mental meltdown.
So you gotta fix this, Lily. I'm sorry.
But I love my wish, and it's not that big of a deal.
That's where you're wrong. A lot's going down because of me.
But no, I'm not gonna change my wish.
Also, her sister and their friends want to use Andy for some talent competition, but nobody really cares about that.
We've got to exploit him. Exploit him? You mean like blow him up?
What really matters is Dean Cain losing his mind.
Sales have more than doubled in... Hi, honey. Hi. Look, kind of in the middle.
It's my fault. I admit it's my fault. I want.
Look, honey, everything is wonderful and fine, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow night. Okay, sweetheart?
I'll send in detectives. I'll send in.
Ollie! She's gonna go early.
Everyone is so concerned about him that even his wife begins to stop loving him.
Bob, what are you doing here?
I live here.
No, I meant why aren't you at the office? You've got that big bio today with that young quarterback?
I love potato chips. Love them. Cartoons, too.
So for Lily to reverse the changes of the wish, she just has to wish a new wish. And what's stopping her from this? Nothing. She just doesn't want to.
You don't have to change your wish. You just have to wish another wish so it reverses the original wish.
No.
So technically, Lily is the real antagonist of the movie, as neither the two bad guys or the cat had successfully done anything yet. And just as a little mini flex, I decided to try to fix some of the awful color grading in this movie, and I'm actually pretty happy with my results, especially considering all done in post.
What? You too?
You know what? I'm just going to say it. I don't think anyone actually watched this movie because they would have noticed the music just cuts out.
Lily, breakfast, honey.
Coming, Mom. Just need to use the bathroom first.
Also, Lily's mother just fails as a parent in general.
Hi, Mom. Can I take Anna to school with me today?
Do you really think your teacher would approve of that, Lily?
When she sees that Andy can talk, I'm sure she wouldn't mind.
Andy, what do you have to say to that?
Well, if it gets me out of the house, then sure, I don't mind a little day trip.
Okay.
Thanks.
So Lily takes Andy to school, probably so he can get an education. But that's when she deals with a confrontation with the school meanie.
Who's your little friend?
That's my friend Andy.
The little crazy girl has a friend?
Don't do that.
Why not? He gonna complain.
No, it's just that you're not very nice, and only my friends get to tap my head.
Did you just talk?
I made a declaratory statement of fact.
Hypothetically, let's say I was a hedgehog. For the sake of debate, let's say I was a good hedgehog.
So after scaring off the meanies, she brings Andy to class, where the teacher falls head over heels in love with him.
What was your name again?
Andy, ma'am.
Pleased to meet you, Andy. Class, say hello to Andy.
Hi, Andy.
Dumb hedgehog.
So the girls go to use Andy for their school science competition, despite not having any clue as to the reason why he talks. But I digress. They go on stage and try to get Andy to talk, but he's only back to squeaking again. Oh!
Andy, talk.
Once again, proving Lily is the true antagonist of this movie, as she easily could have made the wish right after the performance, but did it mere seconds right before just to embarrass her sister. Truly a twisted individual. So the bad guys find out that Andy can't talk anymore, but just take him anyways. And that's when the excitement begins. The big chase.
Back here, you little hedgehog! I'm getting too old for this running nonsense! Come here! I need to be rich! Rich, I tell you! Catch him! Catch him already! He's only got little legs!
Whiskers, look out!
Come on! Trot!
So Lily does what Lily does best and snitches!
Daddy, Mr. Roller's trying to steal Andy!
Game-saving tackle.
It sure is a good thing that Lily has a super dad to come rescue me.
Get it? Because you Superman? Isn't that really funny?
So the movie just ends with this really weird choreographed number. And for the entire credit sequence, Andy and Whiskers talk over it and the music is so loud, you can't even hear what they're saying. The suffering doesn't end!
So funny.
I liked her in American Pie!
The only noteworthy part being God among men himself, Joel Paul Rising.
Hey look, Whiskers, it's me. It says that my voice was done by that producer guy, Joel Paul Rising. How exciting.
Well, that explains why you sound like such a whiny little pain in the...
Look, Whiskers, he played you too.
Hey, what in the world? Are you telling me that I've just been arguing with myself all these years? Like some kind of mental patient.
Honestly, I feel like a mental patient, and the only thing that could help me is liking, subscribing, and commenting your thoughts on Andy the Hedgehog. It's free on Amazon Prime. Alright, see you in the next video. Peace.